Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you're all doing well. It's quite hot at the moment in the UK, so I hope you're all drinking plenty of water and keeping cool. Today I'm going to take you through how to make my sugar-free, vegan, chia and raisin scones. I love this recipe, it's really easy to do, it makes a fairly good quantity. You can obviously adapt the recipe if you want to make more or less. I will say that I am not a nutritionist, I'm just sharing like recipes, tips and tricks to do with food that work for me. If I am craving sugar, so maybe some ice cream or some chocolate, a cake, I find that this is a really good alternative. It makes a really good sort of dessert or snack. You can add different things to the scone once it's made, dress it up or down according to what you want, and they freeze really well as well, so you can just pop them in the freezer and then when you fancy it just bring it out, either put it in the microwave for a few seconds or just wait a little while depending on how eager you are to eat it. Before getting onto the recipe, I just want to mention, just talk a little bit about sugar. So when I say that these scones are sugar-free, I mean free from any sort of refined sugar. Obviously a lot of the food we eat has some sort of sugar, fruit, vegetables, rice, potatoes, onions. Pretty much everything we're eating has some form of sugar. However, in a natural form, like in an apple or a strawberry, you also get all the benefits of all the other good vitamins and substances, nutrients that are in that food. So you should eat that food. It is good for you. So this option is just if you want to avoid cream and butter and maybe eggs, refined sugars, this might be a good option for you too. So let's get to it. I'll just take you guys through what you will need. So I've got my self-raising flour, rice milk. I find rice milk really easy to digest. Sometimes almond milk, soy milk, are not as easy, at least for me. So if you are looking for an alternative to dairy that won't aggravate any digestive problems you might have, I would recommend trying rice milk. Try a little bit, don't suddenly drink a whole packet because you might feel sick. Stevia, a little bit goes a long way, so you really don't need that much. Raisins and chia seeds. These are also a really great form of getting fibre into your diet. So also if you're not too keen on the texture, the scones are quite a good way of including them in your diet just because you almost don't realise you're eating them. And then just butter alternative, so I just use olive spread. Then you'll need some scales, a little baking tray. I've put some grease with paper on it already, a bowl, some measuring spoons. If you don't have them, don't worry, just use a coffee spoon or a teaspoon or just like a serving spoon. And I've got a few different sized measuring cups, and this one is a half a cup. Right, so the first thing you want to do is turn on your oven. So I've put mine on to 180 degrees and that will warm up whilst we're doing the mixture. Okay, so you want a pound of the flour, so that's 16 ounces. Two tablespoons of the seeds. 4 ounces of the butter, How cute is my little knife? My mum gave that to me. So that's 4 ounces of butter. Then I put 1 tablespoon of stevia. I'm going to put a half cup of raisins in. Actually, I'm going to put a whole cup, so I'm going to put another one of them. Okay. Then you just start mixing that round a little, just to coat the raisins and the seeds in the flour, and just to break up the butter a little bit. Now, I've never actually measured out the milk, so I'm just going to have to do it with you guys. That is now all coated. So I've got my little half a cup. And I'm going to put all of it in. Right, so that's half a cup of milk. Now it's hands in, so you've got to get in there. Just blend it all together. You might need a little bit more milk, or if you put too much milk in for whatever reason, if you just add a little bit more flour, you should be able to save it. Then you can turn it all out. Still quite a crumbly mixture. I'm going to add a little bit more milk. So I've got a tablespoon. It wasn't quite enough. The raisins really add some sweetness to it. I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of milk. Right, when you're done, just sort of bind it together, flatten it out a bit. Right. And then I've got some little cutters, but if you don't have one, don't worry, you can just either make some rounded circles with your hands, so you can just pick a little bit off, round them up, or you can use some cutters if you have any. Don't worry if they're a bit crumbly, or if they're not all the same, or whatever, it really doesn't matter. They taste nice and they are a healthier option, and obviously the more you do them, the better you'll get, so don't be discouraged if they don't look like something you would buy at a shop first time round. And the last one, I don't use the cutters, I just use whatever's over. Pop that on there. And that goes in the oven. So that's it. I put that in the oven at 180 degrees. I clearly need to go and wash my hands. I leave it in for about 15 minutes and then just check them. So I will show you guys what they look like when they come out of the oven, just so you can then compare if you're making it. So bye for now, I'll be right back. I thought you might like to meet my rabbit Flopsy. Isn't he the cutest? Isn't he lovely? Hi Flopsy, say hi. Okay, so they've been in the oven now for 20 minutes. After 15 minutes I checked them. They still looked a little bit pale, so I just left them in for a little while longer. So I'm just going to get them out to show you guys what they look like. There we go. They smell amazing. The whole house smells really nice now. Right, and there we go. Obviously be careful because it is very hot. You can have them in lots of different ways. So you can just have them with some olive spread or butter. You can have them with some butter and some agave syrup. Again, a little bit of this goes a long way, it's very sweet. You don't need much of it at all. You can have them with yogurt. I like this one. It's got no added sugar to it and it is soy based. So this would be like more of a cream substitute. You can also have strawberry jam. I know you can get some sugar-free strawberry jam. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up at the bottom. And if you're interested in this sort of stuff, do subscribe and you'll just get a little notification every time I upload a video. So thanks again for watching. Bye!